We're going to get to know this week's enemy live style. Raph, I've already seen him in a Speedo, so things are going to get lively, which means it is time for Verbal Tap, the show that proves fighting way easier from outside the cage, but not as easy to capture, which is where tonight's foyer. I'm your host, Kevin. With me, of course, Raph Esparza. Raph, don't particularly care how you are. I think it's great.
Thank you.
We chatted last night. I feel confident.
We did.
You ready to just put hyperdrive into this one? I'm stoked.
Oh, I am. And guys, that's because this one felt like it comes out of nowhere. So this one, all of a sudden we had 1 week of UFC after 3 weeks of nothing. And now we got to speed into UFC 270. That's how quick things are going here. So listen, friends, when I tell you that we got a good guest this week, we have a gentleman who is proficient in not just the photography arts, but now the striking and the grappling arts. He is somebody who is participating in the Wimp to Warrior program, and I'm looking forward to seeing him fight because I have trained with this man, and he has a lot of talent. And here's the thing. You don't just get talent like that out of nowhere. You build that talent over years of hard work and dedication. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome friend of the show, and now, hopefully, friend of yours from MMA Fighting, Casey Leydon. Casey, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing wonderful, gentlemen. Wow, I'm flattered. You guys are so nice. Jeez, I'm used to all the YouTube trolls and all the Twitter trolls, calling me a soy boy and all that, you cuck and all that stuff. But this is. I know we just started, but this is I appreciate it, gentlemen. Yeah.
Well, here's some good news. That will turn very quickly because the way the game is played for Over Under Kevin is a little spicy, and we will get to that. But Casey, I should point this out. You're not a soy boy, so I don't know where the fuck they're getting that. Have they seen you how cut you are right now, bro? Like it is devastating. Kev, I don't know if you see this on his thing. Casey is also proficient in the pro wrestling arts. And he is a huge fan of a number of people, but he went as a pro wrestler for Halloween. And when he did that, I was like, yo, normally you really have to get into shape to do that sort of a thing. Casey looked like he was in great shape. So kudos to you, sir.
Yeah, I did a few push-ups and pull-ups, Yeah,
I have some questions about
couple barrels of creatine. Yeah.
There's way too many photos of him with a donut for me to believe some of this BS. Like some of these photos are staged, Raph. Either it's the one with the donut or it's the one with the abs. We'll find out.
So we're going to get into Over Under Kevin in just a second, but we should point this out. Casey, you are going to play the quickest version of Over Under Kevin that we've ever played on this show. Now, part of the reason I did pick you is because you are proficient at pro wrestling, and you know how you said that we were nice? That ends when the show happens. So normally, people have a little bit of time to get to know Kevin a little bit better. So I got to give you just a second to try and get some ammunition on him because you're familiar with the pro wrestling arts, you will be cutting promos on him just in 15-second increments. So do you have any questions for Kevin?
Oh, just
that will help inform your pro wrestling promo ability.
No, let's just go into. I'm ready. I'm ready right now. We'll go into it blind. I'm ready.
Oh wow, he's gonna call it in the ring. Jesus,
I am a pro.
Okay, Kevin, is there anything you need to know about him before we start?
Yeah. Okay. On your IMDb, it says you're a producer of Fight Mom. Has anyone pitched Teen Fight Mom? Try to get that onto MTV yet?
Next. 2023. That's my next project. Yeah, Teen Fight Mom. It's
Raph, I have asked all the questions I had loaded.
Honestly, I don't know that it's going to get any better than that. So here's the way that we play it. It's time to transition to the game of Over Under Kevin.
Thrilling installment of Over Kevin.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to a part of the show that we like to call Over Under Kevin. My name is Raph Esparza. I host this part of the show. The way it works is very simple. We give each participant 15 seconds. Not today. We're going to give them a certain amount of time to say who they think is going to win. And if I so deem it, I will give them rebuttal time. Now, normally, when you do a whole card, you do it straight through. We do them out of order, so you never know which bout is coming up. Now, granted, whoever gets the most right is technically going to win. However, whoever talks the best trash is actually the person who wins in our hearts. And really, that's the most important thing. Gentlemen, do you both understand the rules? Kevin, do you understand the rules?
Another IMDb credit is 24 minutes to die hard. Well, I'm about to do it in 17, wow. Baby. 17 here. Let's do this. 17 minutes to die. Well, soft in my case, but that's
thank you.
Personal.
Appreciate. Casey, do you understand the rules?
Yeah, and apparently I need to Google my name more often. This is great.
I was like, Casey, I hope that you recognize some of these because some people are going to be like, Kevin is making this up.
Yes, I think those were like my. Yeah, I think right when I moved to LA, I was picking up random gigs, and yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah, listen, we've all had to start somewhere. Some of us start on Live Free, Die Hard, and then other people are on the poor version of that or the porn version. So, gents, now that you know the rules, here's what I'm going to have to do. On the timer that I have, I will have to normally I put 15 seconds per pick. On this one, Kev, I think I'm shortening it. And I think I'm shortening it to a breezy 7 seconds.
Love it.
Okay. I will tell you this right now. Nobody's happier about this change to the rule set than Kevin Phillips. So I will be intrigued to see how he pulls it off. But we're going to start in the welterweight division between Jack Dela Maddalena versus Pete Rodriguez. Kevin, you start us off with 7 seconds on the clock.
You know my rule. I do not go against people named. I don't normally go against people named Pete, but I'm going to do it this time. I'm going with Dela Maddalena.
Fair enough. That is not a real name. What do you got for us on this one, Casey?
Oh, I'm going with the man with like about 6,000 vowels in his name. So yeah, of course he's going to win.
Dela. You know what it is? It sounds like something that somebody uses as a tongue twister before they're about to go on air. Clearly, I did not use it. Dela, Melon,
Jack Dela Maddalena. Unique New York.
Exactly.
New York. Okay.
I don't know how you guys do it on MMA fighting, Casey, but we really make it a thing to not learn how to say names on this show. So be ready for some puns and some real earnest efforts coming up real soon. Casey, you start us off on this one. It's a women's strawweight bout. It is between Silvana Gomez Juarez versus Vanessa Demo Polis. Go.
Ooh. The gentle lady with more names. I'm going with the Jack Dela Melabadela and Silvana Gomez de Juarez. Just more letters. Clearly you've trained harder. So she should
3 names means you want it more. Got it. Kevin, what do you have for us on this one?
Some of these are just sounds. They're kind of names. I'll take Demopoulos.
Yep.
Yeah. I think she was a staff writer for Clinton.
She also is a vague friend of the show. So, yeah, that's a smart choice. Good to hear that. All right. Welterweight bout between Michel Pereira. Kevin, you tell us if he beats Andre Halo. Go.
I'm going with Pereira. Is this a fast one? Yeah, no, this is a fast one. Yeah, I'm going with Pereira. And this is a slap in the face. They don't have a picture for Rialho, but this is an abs matchup. For me, I can't go against abs and a man bun. It's not something
that is fair.
With. I don't have it.
That is fair. Casey, what do you have for us on this one?
Oh, Michelle. Of course. Michelle. He's just a beautiful, flippy man.
He's too pretty.
Of course he'll win.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We all agree. He's too pretty to lose.
A beautiful flippy man, just flippy.
Do you have concern that he might try to backflip maybe during the weigh-ins or something, and then all of us go, shit, he broke himself before the fight even started?
That would be fantastic.
No, that would be terrible. Oh my god.
What's upsetting?
That's where the fight starts and ends, at the weigh-ins. That's all I
say. Yes, Casey has notoriously packed up his gear and gone home after the weigh-ins a number of times.
Casey can do a backflip, and it's really irritating me as his opponent in this.
Casey, you're going to lead us off on this one. It's between Ravioli Barcelos and Victor Henry. Go.
Oh, the War Master protege, Victor Henry.
He is a fighter starter as well. Yes, you are correct. Wicked fire starter. Kevin, what do you have for us? 7 seconds on the clock.
I'm going to go with Barcelos because of his tattoos, but I want to talk about Henry's hair. He should be in a
Please.
Pantene Pro V commercial. This man.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot what I was even doing here.
Kev, he is a local hero out this way, and we know people who know
Because of
him.
his hair?
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely,
cool.
because of his hair. Kevin, you're going to lead us off on this one. It's Treven Giles versus Michael Morales. 7 seconds go.
Half of these fights are on the can I find this honestly anywhere for free before the fight actually starts. I'm going with Giles because he owes me from 3 fights ago, but I can't believe they buried him and Morales on like the pre card. That's free Giles.
Thank you. Casey, what do you got for us on this one?
I gotta go Treven Giles, simply because the other guy's a contender series guy, and whatever makes Dana look bad.
Whoa. Hold on. Kevin, rebuttal time here real quick. Is Casey talking shit about the contender series and the caliber of people who show up on the Dana White contender series?
I believe you mean IMDb credited Elite XC Saturday Night Fight TV series 1 episode producer. Casey is disagreeing. If we're just going to give his credentials out there, but
Damn, bro. Yeah.
This also sounds like I think John Travolta was in this one.
John Travolta makes many appearances by accident. Whoa, hey, what am I doing in this one? Yo, this is crazy, man. All right.
Who's this Dana Wate?
Up your O's with the rubber O's, Dana White. Hey. Middleweight bout. Oh, this one hurts just because of where he ended up the last time. Casey, you tell us who wins. Is it Rodolfo or is it Wellington? I take that back. Beef Wellington. Turman.
I want to go Rodolfo, but I just love a man named Wellington. I don't know. It's the only Wellington I've ever heard of, and I have to support him till the end of time.
He's the only Wellington that I know. Therefore, he has my vote. So that's why when you got to Barack Obama, see, this is why people are angry at you. They're like, never heard it. Okay. Barack, you get my vote. Oh, Donald, seen it, been there. Thanks, pal. And then, of course, Joe Biden. Kevin, what do you have for us on this one?
Vieira, because I want to go into jiu-jitsu gyms in the United States without getting harassed. But low-key, don't tell my wife. We have a son or daughter. I want to name the next one Wellington.
Wellington sounds way too... I think you have to be British to be named Wellington.
I'll convert.
And I like Wellington Turman too because it sounds like a special at a cafeteria. Oh, I'll have the Wellington Turman.
Yeah, especially when this poor kid's gonna be like, "I'm sorry, what did you name me? Was Moo Cow taken? Okay, cool to know."
We call it beef. Let's do this.
Kevin, you're gonna
wait. Rodolfo Vieira has the most Brazilian name, and he's fighting another Brazilian named Wellington. I don't know.
Well, Rodolfo's from the mean streets of Brazil, and Wellington's from the proper side. So we got a real Romeo Juliet situation happening here. Kev, here's what I'm going to ask you. I'm going to put the full 15 seconds on here because I feel like this one merits it. It's a flyweight bout, a championship bout, a trilogy bout between Brandon Moreno and Figgy Smalls himself, Davison Figueroa. Kev, what do you got for us?
I'm going with Moreno, and I'm excited. I'm letting the flag fly. I'm not going to apologize about it, especially, since I always get Figueiredo a little confused with Mighty Mouse. Apologies to small, bald men that are great at fighting with beards. Really do. Don't mean to put you in the same category, but they look a lot alike. And out of respect for Mighty Mouse's metaphorical and actual departure from the UFC, I'm Team Moreno.
Absolutely. Under 140, all the same. Casey, what do you have to say about that?
I adore Brandon Moreno, and the thought of him losing just hurts me, and I just don't want to see a sad Brandon Moreno. That's all.
Let's get to this question now that you're bringing it up. What is the saddest fight that you've seen live? What's the saddest result that you had to sit there and eat it? Because I have one, but I'd love to hear yours.
Ooh, tell me yours. I got to go in my archives real quick. Let me think.
Okay, fair enough. You have covered more fights live than I have. I think still the one that hurts the most is the crowd getting behind Misha Tate live, and then her going to try and shake Ronda's hand, and then Ronda going full pro heel, and then me thinking like, yeah, if somebody scripted this, you would script the hero to win or the face to win. And in this case, Ronda, who was really pissy about it, you go, yeah, she's just better. Yeah, sometimes the bad guy wins. Ugh.
That's
I think the
fun moral of the story, Raph. So I'm sorry.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
I guess the saddest. It's more of a moment. My favorite moment is when these like just the toughest fighters in the world, and like everyone's like, "Yeah, fight," and then they get kicked in the dick, and then we boo them for faking it. and then they show the replay, and then we go, "Oh, okay,
totally
I guess
got
they
hit.
got kicked in the dick. Whatever."
Honestly, instant replay was created just for martial arts, just so we could figure out where do we fall in this one, boo or yay.
God, we got to bring you back for our awards show. And this year's, the crowd turned on him because he was physically injured.
We've come up with many different awards in the verbal tappies over the years. Hey, Casey, you lead us off on this one. Regular time, that's 8 seconds on the clock right now because I decided 7 was too small. Oh, it's a women's flyweight bout between Kay Hansen and Jasmine. This is a fake name as well. Juvidicus. That sounds good enough. Casey, what do you have for us on this one?
You know what? I think Kay Hansen has just completely changed who she was, and it's become like a full person. And I'm all on the Kay Hansen bandwagon. I love it.
Got it. Friend of the show, Kay Hansen was only half a person before.
Yeah.
Noted Casey. I didn't say.
She's a fully formed woman now. She's like just freed herself from her past, and now boom.
I was about to say that headline, if we were doing clickbait, did not get better with that sentence. But Kevin, what do you have for us on this one? 8 seconds on the clock for you.
Jasuda Vicious, which, as everyone knows, is also the next one in the Angels and Demons series.
I thought it was something that happens in like law or courts.
She's tall,
like,
and you do not want to get caught
in
the Justivicius system. It is brutal.
This is all I ever want. Kevin, you go next. Ile Topura versus Charles Jourdain. 8 seconds go.
Wow. Why did you say Jourdain so correctly? You almost threw me off. This is a battle of whose prison tattoos are sharper. And I am going with Topanga Topuria. Kevin means world.
Uh-oh. I hear some exasperated sighs over on the other side. What do you have for us, Casey? Are you going to agree with Kevin and follow his lead?
Hell no. No, Jourdain will win this easily because he will be fighting for the honor of the GOAT Ryan Hall, who Tapora was like a jerk and punched him for some reason another time.
Understood. Let me ask this. Kevin, I know we're speeding through this, and you are very kind to keep me on task for time. But while we are thinking about this right now, do you believe that Casey is cheating?
A little bit.
That he actually brings knowledge to the show, because when you produce and direct shows that are about fighting, it is a different caliber of the fighters or the other goons that we brought on.
Knowledge and a photogenic memory, and I'm not using any memory of any kind. So there's a few concerns. There's some flags.
But Kev, you were very apt in bringing up the bet. There's usually a wager here, Casey, and just to let you know, it's never monetary because we all work in MMA, and that's just the secret of that. So, Kev, do you mind giving them some examples of wagers that have been made on over under Kevin before?
Mostly social media bets of varying degrees. Some have now included alcohol because Dan Tom laughed at my ranch waters, which is a real thing. It's a seltzer that people drink. I forget what the bet was with who, but the soy sauce smoothie.
That was Fatima Klein, I believe.
Thank you. Yep. So that was just she has to, we got to choose the secret ingredient of a smoothie. So things like that, just some social media photo challenges, some posts.
So without saying what it is, if you do have one in mind, do you have a bet or a wager in mind for Kevin, Casey?
Well, being a soy boy myself.
Okay, hold on. We already did a soy one. And
okay,
I remember how I said without saying what it is.
Okay.
Yes, okay. You
okay,
didn't hear that part.
I got something.
Here's some good news, though, Casey. We have 4 fights to go, so you got just a couple seconds to think about it. But unfortunately, you are going next. And you are going to tell us who's going to win between Matt Frevola and Genaro Valdez. Go.
Matt Frevola, because it sounds like a hat.
Yup. I can go with that. Yep.
And the other one sounds like he is the designer of the hat. I'm going with Frevola. Tough alum. I'm going to join you on that one.
All right. We're getting down toward the end here. That buzzer is reminding me to reset the clock because we got a bantamweight. And this bantamweight contest is between Cody Stammen and no, that's not his name. How the fuck do you work as a journalist and do a quotation for this man? It actually works out better than I think it does because anything he said is already implied because it said Nurmagomedov. Kevin, who wins this one?
I can't go against the Nurmagomedovs. I don't want to. When they're in charge of society in 3 years, I want to be on the record. They'll play this back like it's one of those extra Batmans. Sorry to Stamen and his 474 abs. It's not fair to him.
Casey, what do you have for us?
I'm not afraid to say it. Said.
Oh.
Say Said.
You say it's side?
Side. I would say side.
Do you know why I'm not saying side right now? Because Right Said Fred, we've discovered, loved the Nazis. And I refuse to start changing the IE orders and saying things in a weird and fancy way. Because, listen, I just got to mess up the name so that if anybody ever traces us back and goes, what did you think of them? I'd be like, I clearly messed up their name. I don't know how. What did they say and what did they do? Why are we canceling them? Already ahead of time.
Wait, is this nickname not right? I'm gonna call Bruce B. I'm gonna call Bruce B and tell him, surprise him fight night.
Let's put it this way. I wouldn't be as good as Bruce, but I would be way more entertaining to hear me phonetically sound out some of these names on there. All right, Casey, you lead us off on this one. It's Tony Gravely versus Simone Oliveira. Who wins?
Tony Gravely, because that's clearly the name that he got when he signed to the WWE.
Development didn't treat him very well. Developmental just goes, you're Gravely now. What happened to Tony? Gravely, get on out there. Kevin, what do you have for us on this? 8 seconds on the clock for you.
Simon Oliveira. And now, because I might have to have a third child to name it Simon and spell it this way. It's really weird. It might send you on another Nazi tangent, but it's Saimo.
Oh, no. See, guys, trying to be the right. No, the not right. Ugh, it's not going to work. We'll finesse that one in post. Hey, Kevin, you tell us who's winning this. It's a heavyweight bout between Francis Ngannou and yes, okay, very nice. Cyril Gane. Go.
I can't believe this is happening. I'm so excited. I'm going with Francis Ngannou for the big momentum because I feel like it's kind of Francis Ngannou against the system, against that stupid interim title bullshit that was one of the rudest things ever done in professional sports.
For real.
And the fact that it's just like, okay, throw someone at me who's neither Brazilian nor American. Let's see what happens. Francis Ngannou, big, quick, and in a hurry.
All right, Casey, what do you have for us?
Oh, this fight is so awesome. And, of course, I have to go with Mr. Ngannou, Francis Ngannou. I don't know why. It's just maybe I don't like the way Cyril spells his first name, but I gotta go with Francis.
I will tell you this.
Such a villain name, Cyril.
Well, funny to see you here, Cyril. I trust the accommodations have treated you well, Mr. Cyril. So Casey,
Cyril
just like
I think it was Nick Cage's brother.
Oh, good call.
Right? Is that? Yeah.
Yep. So, Casey, just in the effect that we possibly get a tie here, we do 2 performances of the night and 1 fight of the night as tiebreakers. So, even though sometimes they have more, generally 2 happen, we'd like to know, name 2 people that you believe will get performances of the night and 1 fight that you believe will be fight of the night. Hit me.
Fight of the night, the co-main event for the UFC Flyweight Championship, Moreno Figueiredo will get fight of the night. It will be spectacular. And performance of the night will go to Mr. Ngannou and Mr. Michel Pereira.
Okay, Kev, what do you have for us?
You always know when you're working with a professional.
I know. He didn't fuck around and just pick them because he liked the guy. Yeah. He's like, no, I actually believe they'll win.
Fine. Yeah, okay. So, fight of the night, Ngannou versus Villainous Gain.
Yeah.
That to me feels, because they're just huge people. They're really large. Performance of the night goes to Khabib Saeed.
Mm-hmm.
So the Nurmies, as I call him, not around his face or anything. And then last performance of the night, this one is going all the way up to my man Rodolfo the Abs Vieira. Yeah.
Man, let's hope there's a nice return to form for that man.
Maybe
I really don't want to be sad.
Winks at us.
Look, one can only hope. All right, Casey, we defer to the guests for the first draft of a bet. What bet do you have in mind for Kevin should you win?
Ooh, is this a social media bet? Is that what we're going?
They tend to be social media ones. They tend to be more friendly in nature. So when we say that there's been social media, it's like, oh, you have to shout out the person on the other show. You have to do a video. And what's interesting about you, and this would have been in the pre part of the show, but you do this inappropriate fist pose. And I don't know the origin of this. And I would like to know it, but I guess the quickest version of it. So where did it come from? And do you feel like something like that could be involved in the bet? Because it belongs to y'all.
Inappropriate fist pose. It just started because I've been at so many dang MMA events, and then seeing so many fans take photos of fighters, and then no one knows what to do with their hands. So here we go. Also, but by the way, inappropriate fist pose is only one name. The other name is actually, I like even more. It's invisible ice cream cone.
Oh, that is pretty good. Invisible ice. I'm going to write that one down. Okay. So do you think there's something you want to add to that and make that the person has to do maybe a video of it that they pretend like they didn't know is a video? Or like, what are you feeling, sir?
Just if I win the bet, Kevin, you I don't know, just give me an invisible ice cream. Give me an invisible ice cream photo at a ice cream shop.
It's actually not bad. This is the easiest one for Kevin if he agrees to it. Kevin, do you have something for that? Do you want to recounter? Are you good with that?
Yeah, he's way nicer than I was gonna be. Was gonna be like either way.
I was gonna go something toward Right Said Fred, but then we got to the whole Nazi talk. I was like,
let's not. Nope.
Let's not touch that
this week. Kevin, what were you gonna say?
Well, okay, so there's kind of some obvious things. I'm seeing the fighting stuff, right? So I could cut I was going to balance maybe like a promo. So I'll balance him if he wins, I'll do one of these fist photo. I'll do like a little promo for his fight career in fist bumps. Okay. And if I win, I want like one of these fist things, but like dedicated to verbal tap from him.
So I like that a lot.
I was going to specifically zone in on him holding a paddle on a Speedo at the beach and be like, I can give you the Colorado version of that. It's going to be colder. But loser has to recreate that in a dedication to the other one. So,
all right, it's on.
So, Casey, here's what we do. When we sign off, we normally invite the folks who do over under Kevin. I know you're a busy guy, so
do like
we're obviously
check in.
Yeah. We'd be happy to bring you back next week, should we be able to find a time. Would you be interested in coming back to talk about the fights?
Oh, absolutely.
Beautiful.
And that
Casey,
mustache and your general career and how you got to this weirdness.
But
We got a lot of topics,
I'm sorry.
but we'll leave
I
you
do have
alone.
to bail out a little early because the only reason I have to get out early is because I have to get sleep because I am training for a fight, and I got to prioritize my sleep. It's very important.
Absolutely, sleep is más
And that
importante.
mustache.
However, I will say I also know a gentleman who did put you to sleep, and if he gets out of line, I will put him back into line, because that young man, when I sent him a note and I was like, "What did you do this for?" And he goes, I don't know, man. I just, And I was like, "I'm gonna beat the shit out of you the next time I see you." And he's like, "Whatever." So give my best to all the people at Systems. We love them. We cannot wait for that. I'll get in touch with you a little bit later. But Kev,
That's why I recognize the gym in these. Sorry. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Kevin's been there too. We have trained there. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't want to get slammed by Casey and receive any of these elbows. So there's been some verbal tap. Thanks for listening.
Good night and good fight.
The number you have dialed has been changed. The new number is... Please note, the new number is